Remember, remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a very good day. So I have my graphic novel and movie review for V for Vendetta, and this was written by Alan Moore and illustrated by David Lloyd. Really enjoyed this story, guys. Really enjoyed V a whole lot. So let's get started with the graphic novel review. V for Vendetta is set in London. It's a dystopian society. The London government is run by the Norse Fire Party. There's a lot of Big Brother-esque 1984 elements throughout V for Vendetta. As far as the government is concerned, there's a lot of wiretapping, lots of cameras, everyone is being watched by the government. And so we are introduced to our main character V, who is the vigilante, the anti-hero in this story, and he is there to exact revenge on those who have wronged him. That's pretty much a short synopsis of what V for Vendetta is all about. Next, guys, let's talk about the characters. Love V a whole lot. He is definitely an interesting character for sure. He is one of the more outstanding characters, memorable characters that I've read in a long time. Definitely walking on that line between madness and brilliance. He has a combination of those two characteristics going on, which I love. We learn a lot about V's past, why he's doing what he's doing. The acts that he's doing is quite extreme. He's blowing up buildings, he's killing people, and it really made me think, is what he's doing right? Does the end justify the means? And it's a very thought-provoking story. As far as the other characters are concerned, we have Evie. She's a 16-17-year-old girl, very young and naive. Through events and circumstances, she comes into the company of V. We really get to see her character development from the very beginning to the very end. All of the struggles and difficulties that she had to go through throughout this story. As far as the other characters, there's a lot of side characters, especially of the Norse Fire Party. In the story, there's quite a balance between V's character and the antagonists in the story. And I was really hoping there would be more focus on V's character, but you know, the plot wouldn't progress without these antagonists, of course. All of the characters really complex, really dark. Next, guys, let's talk about the plot for V for Vendetta. Lots of symbolism going on. There's parallels between elements in V for Vendetta and World War II. I thought that was really interesting and horrifying. So what drove the plot for me was V's character, what he was going to do next, Evie's development as a character as well, and just seeing how everyone within this world is affected by V and the actions of the government. So it was quite intense, really powerful story. Love the message. Next, guys, let's talk about the graphic novel in itself. I haven't read a graphic novel like this before. Thought bubbles and kind of the narrative aspects of the story was handled quite differently than what I'm used to in manga or comic books. I really enjoyed the illustration style. I love the contrast between the shadows and the light. It's just a very dark, dramatic style, which I really like. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give the graphic novel by Alan Moore and David Lloyd 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed our main character V. There were some aspects of the story, I think just because of the initial read, it was hard for me to follow the narration, the monologue, and the dialogue a little bit. And some of the characters were a bit hard to distinguish from other characters. And again, I think that was just from the initial read. Other than that, I just really enjoyed the power of the story and of the characters and the symbols that were going on. It's very, very good. Next, guys, let's do the movie review of V for Vendetta. It was released back in 2005. We have Natalie Portman as Evie. We have Hugo Weaving as V. We also have Stephen Rea, Stephen Fry, as well as John Hurt in the movie as well. First, guys, let's talk about the acting. Oh my goodness. First, let's talk about Natalie Portman. I thought she rocked her shaved head all the way. She was amazing as Evie in the film. Evie in the film is much older than in the graphic novel, and I really like that characterization of her in the film. She's not naive, she's intelligent, she knows what's going on with her government, but in like the graphic novel, I really enjoyed her character development and her transformation. So I thought that was really great. And of course, we have to talk about Hugo Weaving, who plays V. Oh my goodness, guys. I loved Hugo Weaving in this film. In other works that I've seen him in, including him as Agent Smith in The Matrix, as well as Lord Elrond from The Lord of the Rings, of course, I think I loved Hugo Weaving as V in V for Vendetta the most. I really, really enjoyed his portrayal of V. He has a fantastic voice, and by fantastic, I mean sexy. wow, he has an amazing voice. And that dialogue at the beginning of the film, all that alliteration, holy crap, you had to pick up my jaw off from the floor. That was stunning, stunning work. Love, love, love Hugo Weaving. He is so good. Oh yeah. Next, guys, let's talk about the plot. There are a lot of changes between the film and the graphic novel. For the most part, the characters from the graphic novel and the film are quite similar, but what was different were certain details in how the plot unfolded in the film. You know, while watching the film, I was saying to myself, wow, that's really different. I wonder how they're going to get to this point in the book. And in the film, they were able to get to that point really well. And the film focused more on V and Evie's character and relationship more than in the graphic novel, which I really liked as well. You know, there were some aspects of the movie that I wish that they would have kept because I thought that, hey, that was really cool in the graphic novel. Why did they take that out? But overall, I didn't really mind the changes between the two mediums. In the end, the message was still very powerful. So I thought that was really great. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give V for Vendetta, the film, 5 stars out of 5 stars. You know, I said to myself, am I being too liberal with giving out 5 stars way too easily? But I really enjoyed the film a whole lot. I think it's because of Hugo Weaving. He just added that little something that made the character very real for me, if that makes sense. He really brought the character to life. I just really like that. If you checked out the film, definitely check out the graphic novel. It's definitely different as far as certain aspects of the story is told. There's a lot more focus on the Norse Fire Party in the graphic novel as well. Lots more anarchy and violence and kind of a different way of portraying the message. In the end, just very thought-provoking and very powerful message. And I really got to learn the history of Mr. Guy Fawkes. Didn't know who he was till reading this book, till watching the movie. So I thought that was really interesting as well. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.